do have a very special guest with us. LD, let them know who we got, man.
Let's say if your dad was I don't know if he was in your life actively, you think he could have, you would have probably responded to him and you probably would have went.
Yeah. Hey, native from North Carolina.
Okay. Welcome to Two Pal Podcast, man, where you got your main man, Mr. Postman, myself, my main man, D-Rise, and my other main man, LD. And today we do have a very special guest with us. LD, let them know who we got, man.
Our guest is a native from North Carolina.
Okay.
He's a son. He's a father. He's a devoted Christian. He's a barber with the story to tell. Introducing Jeremy Jones.
Okay. Welcome in. So we gonna get right to it. We ain't here to waste no time, right? Mr. Jones. And I'm gonna call you J1 because I know you on a more intimate personal level, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to give a background of who you are and where you come from. Give us the roots of the Jeremy.
Well, like you said, I'm from Jacksonville, North Carolina. For y'all that been in the military, I know I'm sure Demetri probably know the Camp Lejeune base, like that way, you feel me, on the east coast of Carolina. Grew up in a little neighborhood called New River, you know what I mean? Kind of sort of gangland, bloods everywhere, stuff like that, you know. My mom did her best, kept us sheltered or whatever, you know, spent time, you know, day in, day out, go to school, go to the recreation center, play ball, you know, mingle, whatever, you know. My mom met a guy named Freddie Hall. Boom, she wound up migrating down to Florida with him, and I wound up in North Florida, Gainesville area, Little Town, Flynn, Trenton, Cross City, Newberry, Williston, all that, if you're familiar with some of that area. What else have we? Okay, then boom, you know, you fast forward a little bit. My aunt Sandy was down here in Okeechobee, and she was working for the prison system, her and her husband. And my mother came down here to live with them. You know, trying to make a better way. She's a single mother at this point, but she's one of them strong black women. She's very, very, very diligent in taking care of her children, her offspring. She came out here to make a way. You know what I mean? And me being a titty baby, you know what I'm saying? I'm the youngest. You feel me? I'm real. Yeah. So I immediately migrated with her. You know what I mean? We had some bumps in the road in my early years from like 13 up to like 17. But after that, we kind of like got back together, reconciled. We, you know, stand back to back and fight life together, whatever. I migrate with her down here. And yeah, I get down here, man. And, you know, I had been dealing and dabbling in the dark side, the streets, whatever have you, for a while. But for some reason, boy, that Okeechobee, it's like it's more cops here than it is civilians. So, I go to get into things down here, and it's like you can't hide it. You get what I'm saying? It's like an immediate light put upon you. And I got in trouble, I'd say a year or two after I got down here, man. My first charge, man, and you know, I can't skip steps. Can I be blunt on here? Can I
be candid, baby.
Yes, sir. So around 15, let me rewind a little bit. Around 15, I'm going to bust a play, as we call it, or I'm going to make a sale, or whatever you want to call it. Me and my partners, for no reason at all, man, I take some of the cocaine out of the bag and I put it in a Black and Mild. And man, now I'm smoking dirties. And now, you know, my smoking dirty habit, it ran rampant. It went wild. You feel me? So by the time I get down here in Okeechobee, you know, y'all boy were doing things a little heavier than where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? You know, stuff, needless to say, it was more plentiful around here. You know what I'm saying? So here I am. What I used to get for $50, I get for $10 down here. So it's like, so now I'm talking about I'm blowing. And, you know, anybody that knows, you know, when you got a copious cocaine habit, eventually soft cocaine, eventually with most, it turns into a crack cocaine addiction.
Because that's stronger, or
I guess it depends on the person and the body and the mind.
Right. Okay.
I believe it varies from individual to individual.
But in your case,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in my case, yeah, it
Okay.
and it was a creepy thing. It was a sneaky thing because at first it was just like, oh, I get on a little bit, I go chase the money. That's all I did. Can't remember. That's all I did. You feel what I'm saying? Then, you know, before long, you know, crushing it down, putting it in the blunts, it turned to a pipe. And boy. You know what I'm saying? So subsequent to that, or in the same season as that, now I'm getting in more trouble. Now my name is more known amongst the authorities. Now I just got this stigmatism about me. I got this, you know, J1. And, you know, I used to like to put my hands on people. Men, women, didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like some real...
Now, real quick.
Go ahead.
So let's rewind, right?
Talk to me.
So what got you started down that rabbit hole?
Well, I'm 12 years old.
Uh-huh.
As I said, I was a titty baby.
Uh-huh.
My mom meets this guy. His name's Nate. Boom. We living out in Old Town, Florida. It's like 15 minutes from Chiefland, in between Chiefland and Cross City. We living in Old Town. So we're secluded, right? It's just her and I, though. She goes to work, she come home, I'm home, you know, little titty baby at 12.
Okay.
Right? Boom. Here goes this guy. This guy comes into the picture.
Uh-huh.
Now, what used to be our time when she got home, now, and you know, real quick, you know, it's so surreal because right now, my mom's in my house right now. She back there in the room. She probably sleep with my grandson.
Okay.
You know? Oh yeah, these big facts. I ain't just talking to talk. So anyway, so boom, here's this guy. What used to be our time turned into his power time, I'd say.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He's in here on extreme takeover type junk.
Like baby boy.
Like baby boy, you hit it on the head.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So it came to a point where one day, man, I tell you no lie, man, I'm sitting on our couch with a pocket rocket, a little 25 up under the pillow. I'm dead set in my mind. When he come home, I'm a burner. 12 years old, bro. 12 years old. I'm ready to take a life and give my life away. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So boom, I stood up when he got home. I'm pointing at him. He talking junk too, bro. I'll never forget. Oh, shoot me. I eat that little junk, but you know, with other words, other verbiage.
Yeah.
I eat junk. Shoot me with it. And I got tears in my eyes. I want to do it. You feel me? And thanks be to God, because we don't have that type of wisdom and understanding at that age. But something let me know it was time for me to leave that spot. Because something's bound to happen. So my brother that we were talking about earlier, Marcel, and my sister Shamika, they both had apartments in Chiefland.
Gotcha.
Boom, my brother comes to get me. You feel me? I go live with my sister. Now, you know what I mean? Long story short, the streets raising me. Because my brother can't be a daddy to me. My sister can't be a mama to me. You brother and you sis, you feel me? I already been sneaking behind mama, smoking her little joints and junk, you feel me? So now hanging with the little partners and smoking weed, it fast forwards me to that moment at 15 where I put that coke in that black and mild. That's what got me.
Now from that point, now, what happened from that point when you started now needing the crack?
Well, okay, so the crack came at 19. From 15 to 19 is me and a couple partners. I never forget them, Jack and Deucey, what we called them. And us three, we closet smoking on the coke, right? Because our homeboys ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? So we done clicked up, we clicked tight, three of us, and we smoke whatever. And all we do is chase money. Like I said, that's all we do. But really, it's a inverse effect. It's like the little hamster on the wheel. You run around, you ain't going nowhere. We don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? So we just still running. But we think we doing something. Or we go get it. We get on it and we go get it. And we ain't playing, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So boom, I come down here, and what I was exposed to up there was more plentiful down here. You know, I'm in the bottom of the map now. I'm in between Fort Pierce, I'm in between Fort Myers, Orlando this way, Miami that way, and Chobe itself. I mean, you know, you had some players in the game around that time. Right. You know what I'm saying? So these boys sell big old, you feel me, whatever. So it's like, it was just the availability was the availability was a detriment to me. You know what I'm saying? I was a detriment to myself. I can't put it on nobody else or nothing else. I was a detriment to myself, but the availability put me in a place of accessibility that made me a detriment to me. You understand what I'm saying? So it just escalated and escalated. And then one day, boom, I can't get no soft. And one day I can't get no soft. Hey, listen, I tell you no lie. The devil's real, bro. He's so strategic. It happened on a day when I went to court about my oldest daughter, Yahara. The judge granted permission for her to go back to her mom after being down here with me and my mom for like 3 months. The judge granted her in court to go back to her mom. Oh, all I want to do is get high now. You know, and as an addict, it's really an excuse. We so weak and foolish that it's really an excuse. So I want to get high, but guess what? I don't have no soft. So therefore, you know what's next in line? Okay, well, the soft is in the hard. It might have some baking soda and some water on it, but the soft is in there. You feel me? So here I am crushing it down and smoking it in blunts. And
let me ask you this.
Talk to me.
Do you think, let's say, if your dad was I don't know if he was in your life actively, you think he could have, you would have probably responded to him and you probably would have went a different direction if the relationship was, how would I say, if he was filling you with the proper information to make better decisions?
You know, that's a very perceptive question. You know what I'm saying? Not only inquisitive, it's very perceptive and discerning, because you absolutely, the answer is yes. Yes. I would have been able to go another way. I would have been, I didn't have the man figure. I love the fact that you pointed that out. Which we'll probably get to later, but that's all my heart is geared toward those young ones, because I know what I did being as though I didn't have him.
Man, chill bunches start coming over me for real talk, because sometimes that separates. See, I grew up with two parents, right? And then I had a lot of partners that were single parents. And some of them used to tell me, it's like, man, you hit it good because you had both your parents. I was like, and I'd be saying like, man, ain't no different. I mean, but it is. It's a great difference. You know what I'm saying? Because as a kid, I was saying that from the standpoint of like, shoot, your dad ain't home. My daddy whooped me hard.
Right.
Y'all get whooped from y'all mama. You know, little stuff like that. But reality that those little, like, for instance, like what you said, you was a titty baby, but when the dude came around, right? If that was your dad who came around, right? It'd have been different love, right? He would have still give me the game. He ain't got to boast in proposition and all that because he already know who he is. You feel me? Yeah. And then men, we're a creature of habits, and then what we see other men do. So you'd have seen how he handle business, how he do things, and how he walk, and how he whatever, you know, and you'd have stopped. You probably would have hesitated by doing other things because, hey, your daddy might say something to me.
Hey, Jeremy.
I can see your problem.
Hey, Jeremy, let me ask you this. So, do you ever fault your mom?
Absolutely not. Can I, Cam, you mind? Y'all mind meeting Miss Renee real quick?
No, we don't mind. Bring her.
This is a great moment right here.
Bring her.
I know her very well.
But okay. Stay within the camera because you keep coming out the camera.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, lady.
Hey, Mom. Hey,
lady. Yeah. Hey. So, in answer to the question, no, ain't no fault. Now, I want her under my roof.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Get out that titty, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, so
nice to meet y'all.
It's
nice to meet you.
Check it, right? I was listening to it. I allowed it to flow. I'm glad Coach asked the question that he did, right, at that time, because that leads me to this, right?
If you ever bring the food,
understanding the role that you're now playing in the youngins' lives, right? And trying to fill that void because of something that you didn't have but always craved for, right? even with you going, how has that allowed you to right now that we're sitting here talking, able to look back and see your pivots and your turning points, whether it was the right or the wrong direction, and trying to correct it before it can happen again? Because we're talking about addiction at this point in time, and we got to be honest with ourselves. Addiction ain't an easy battle, right? Especially not when you're dealing with things of the nature of cocaine. Before the crack, just dealing with the salt. That's not a battle that you can easily overcome, right? But to see where you at right now today and still working diligently to fight those demons, right? How does that make you respond to when you see other people still fighting that battle that you once had to fight?
Right.
Oh man, listen. I had to take a deep breath on that one, you feel me? Because a lot of times I have to put myself in check. If that makes sense. I have to put myself in check because my wife tells me I have damsel in distress disorder. I can see a woman going through something and I want to break my neck to fix it, just to be a fixer. But and that's from a wife's perspective. But what the wife don't see is that I'm a person in distress disorder type of having person. I'm just an outgoing, I want to help everybody that I see going through that. But I know me when I was going through that, it's like, bro, we don't want to hear nothing. Hey, excuse me, y'all, please. Yeah, it's like, we don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's everything to me when I see that. I might look as if it don't affect me because of those that I have to be a covering for now. I might and act as if it don't affect me, but Cameron, oh man, it almost bring me to tears right now. And I'm a solid man. You feel me? And I'm hard as a diamond, but I'm soft as a pillar. Like, I know y'all can see it in my eye. That it really troubles me because I know what it's like.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Bro, when you imagine being a man, and Demetri, I know you a strong man. I know you. I done heard of you. I don't know you like that, but I done heard of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've been following you a while. LD. I watch you. I listen to you. I know you're a strong man. Cameron, I done seen you evolve. That term, right?
Right.
Imagine being a man that can't control a man that can't control himself. You feel me? So me understanding what the next addict is going through, oh man, it pinches, to say the least.
So you had a turning point, and that turning point was to God. How did that and why did that happen?
I would say that was a seed that was planted by God. But free will didn't allow me to turn when I met God.
I know it.
You understand? And I played hopscotch, homie. I've been hot, cold. I've been in, out. I've been up, down. My life has been a roller coaster. You feel me? Not bragging, just facts.
Right.
You understand? But when I met Jesus, because that was my route to God, the way, the truth, the life. There wasn't no other way for me. With all due respect, right? That didn't change me. He gave me opportunity. If you want life and life more abundant, today I put before you life and death, a gift and a curse. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I choose life, boom, 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 boom. And if for some reason, the things that I knew to do, I didn't do. The things I knew not to do, those things I found myself doing. I found that it was another war waging on the inside of me. You understand? And so this was when I was 28. Over 10 years ago, right? Is when I first met Christ. You understand?
Okay.
Man, I done relapsed so many times since then, bro. Just honest. You feel me? Today, bro, to not deviate from your question, today, What keeps me as me, it is me wanting me. I don't want to be the man that look in the mirror and know I can't control me. That ain't a man. That ain't a man. I want to be able to sit at the table with 3 other kings and have a conversation. Bro, when I'm like that, don't call my phone. Ask Cameron how many times I sent him the voicemail. Knowing he love me.
You duck
Knowing
me.
he love me. Knowing he love me. I want me, man.
Yeah.
I want me to be there to be able to answer Cameron because I know he love me. I want to be able to be at the football field and have a 2-hour conversation with Coach Riles because he's a good guy that I was never given the chance to meet because I didn't give myself the chance to open up and meet him because of my condition. This makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's everything, bro. Yeah, man to man, bro. Yeah, I can say this, bro. That meant everything to me sitting there being able to talk to you that day, bro. You hear me? Everything.
Yeah.
It mean everything to me to be able to sit here with you kings, bro.
We talked for a while too.
Yeah, we did. We did. And just me being able to sit there and listen to my brother. You feel me? Because I don't know him and I would love to know him because like I said, I'm a people in distress, disorder having person. I love people. And I know that's the love of God in me.
Yeah.
So it could be a random stranger. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm gonna share. No, I don't want to cut you off, but I want to share something with you. Me not knowing you, knowing all the intricacies that come with you, right? I learned more in this 30 minutes, more than I know after our 2-hour conversation.
Yeah.
Not so much I had to. It was, it's part of your life, but just the conversation still keep evolving. You know what I'm saying? And it makes it more of a bond because everybody has been through something, right? We just don't know what it is. And like when I reach out to the different people that I over the years that I mess with, right? It be some things that be just like what you just said. Their life takes them a different turn, right? And they're not available to be able to get the link up or get the information for certain people or be around because they're living in a whole different life. And life comes in seasons, right?
Yes.
And in seasons, right? And when it's in your season and you take that leap forward and you're living within your season. And like, for instance, like we talk about peace and having and being who you are and being comfortable with you are. Yeah. And if you're at that place in your life, now you can act like you say, well, he right there. I'm gonna go talk to him.
I like that.
I'm straight right now.
Yeah.
I'm lined up now.
Yes.
And I'm gonna seize the opportunity right now.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it.
Yeah. And to add to what you just said too, Jeremy, right? When I used to be calling you hanging up, so I'm leaving voicemails or I'm sending you these crazy text messages, right? But every time I catch you, right, my first question to you, regardless what we're going to talk about, my first question to you is, why you keep running from God, right? I don't know why I was asking you that. And I'm here to say that right now. But that's the first thing that come to mind, only because of the conversations that you have with other people and who they got to meet. That wasn't the guy that I was introduced to. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's never, and I'm never gonna bash you in your situation, but I felt that as a friend, if I'm the friend to you who I portray to be or who I say I am, I'm for to check you. So every chance I got to check you, I was gonna check you. And I understood that at sometimes when you was in your situation, that drove you away, right? I understood that. But I understood my job was not to give up on you. Because had it been in the other way around, I truly believe in my heart that it's nothing that you would have gave up on me.
Amen.
Because of the bond and the relationship that we built. I got a relationship with your old girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you into something, you been displaced for whatever reason. Hey, Mom, what's up with Jay? Oh, he just asked about what. Okay, tell me get in that Bible. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't saying every time that we find ourselves in hard and tough situations, turn to the Bible. Then when that situation over with, we go back to doing us. That ain't saying that. But what that is saying is you got to figure out a way to beat the odds, right? And you have to, peace is not given to you, but it's something that's created for you, by you.
Yeah.
So you have to find a way to create your peace in your safe space. And that's by putting yourself around the right people, around the right conversations, reading the right books, whether it be the Bible, whether it be Four Agreements that a book that me and these guys here share. You know what I'm saying? Self-help, whether you're looking at YouTube, whatever you're doing. Because Larry told me something about a month ago. He said, you know what? And this may sound crazy to you, Cam, but I want to share this with you. People, anytime they're going through something or having a hellacious moment in their day, they quick to say, man, the devil busy. They never say, I got to get busier, meaning I got more work to do. Oh, I got to work harder because the devil on his job. And guess what? The devil don't have to be who he been perceived to be. The devil can be the mail lady. The devil can be an old homeboy that's still dealing with his mental diseases or disorders. Because one thing about addiction, there's something going on mentally. It ain't just physically, it affects the physical and the mental, but you got to make your mind up to get high.
Yeah.
So something has to drive you there. And I'm proud of you, brother. I'm proud to see who you have become. And I'm really excited. And I know at this point, Coach is too, to see where you gonna go with this thing. So my next question is to you: where's J1 headed? No, J1 for the streets. Where is Jeremy Jones headed at in his life?
Right now, man. Right now, y'all know I'm married. I believe that where you're headed, and this is gonna be the base of my answer. You know what I'm saying? I believe that where you're headed has everything to do with what you do with your day, what you do with your thought processes, or whatever. Right? So, I'm married, right? So, every week on Tuesday, my date night is to celebrate recovery.
Come on.
That's something to be proud of.
That's my date
a proud moment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and then right now, like I say, my heart goes out to those people that Coach Rouse talked about. Those people that didn't have that outlet to a man. You know what I'm saying? God put on my heart a ministry called Ministry of the Son, man.
Okay.
But because a person like me, I've been in prison. You know what I'm saying? And what you see there is a lot of fellas that come from broken homes. Not only African-American brothers, all types from all walks of life. That broken home and the father being absent creates a chain of events that leads us all to the same place. You know what I'm saying? So my heart, so where I'm headed is that ministry of the Son. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know if it's a building. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know what it is, but I know that every opportunity I have to serve a young man that I see me in, that's what I do. That's what I do. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times I'm out there at the football games and I'm beside my brother because he got a lot of those sons up under him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I see a back door. I see an opportunity to get in. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I just try to surround myself with that stuff because I know that with a faith walk, everything isn't revealed in absolute clarity. We walk by faith, not by sight. I do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like, I just gotta keep stepping in my day to day. But where I'm headed at is exactly what I put my energy into nowadays. I don't entertain a lot of things. I close doors. You know what I'm saying? I keep doors closed, then I don't want to have to worry about closing later.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying? People call them people, persons, places, things, but I call them doors, gateways. These and what comes out of this, and you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
Being available, like you said, carving out a time slot of my day to do this. This is important. This is
Man.
important.
And
Anybody who know the word know that you overcome by the blood of the Lamb, but also by the word of your testimony. Me getting this out, me getting this out, unashamed, boasting in my infirmities. I ain't talking about good stuff. I'm talking about my struggle so the power of Christ can rest on me. You understand what I'm saying? So me getting this out, me being available for stuff like this, I believe that this is a direct indication for me as to where I'm headed. I'm headed for stuff like this. I'm headed for people like y'all. I'm headed around kings. You know what I'm saying? A man gifts makes room for him, and it brings him in the presence of great men. You get what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm thankful in this moment. And to answer that question, I don't want to be like I'm just sitting around on my hands and not working, right? Like I said, I'm this close to graduating barber school. You understand what I'm saying? All I'm going to do is get approved for the exam.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm doing things to have a craft. But I have an unction in my heart. I have a mission in my heart for those that look like they might be like me.
Ooh.
You understand?
Hey, the season done changed in his life. You know what I'm saying?
For real, Coach.
And with the change, right? I love this because think about when me and you first started. I said, man, I don't care what people start bringing up. That past stuff ain't me gonna let it even. None of that.
That's what you told me.
None of that. They're gonna see you in a different light. We're gonna show actions. It ain't about proving nothing. We're gonna show you. And as we show them, then they in their mind they still gonna be stuck on that old person, right? And that's on them. And they're gonna try to rally you. They're gonna try to do all these things to get you back to that old person because that's what they used to do. They want to keep you like that. And we're not gonna allow that. Because now when you see it when you're in your peace and you're walking in your kingsman, now your kingship, you be like, nah, dog, you ain't doing that.
Right.
And you're not gonna get the response to that old person. I ain't finna sit here and run my mouth and let you get me all out of my box. No, it ain't happening.
Right.
Yes,
right.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna leave. Oh, you scared? Say what you want to say, however you want to feel.
I'm gonna leave.
I'm moving on.
That's
I'm
right.
leaving. And guess what?
Right.
My cutoff game is real swift.
Yeah.
It's real swift like the Heisman.
And that's why in the Bible it says, try the spirit by the spirit. The enemy is a spirit, but the enemy's job is to expose you. It's not to hurt you, but it's to expose you to get you out of delusion. People say, I'm straight, but you don't know if you're straight until that thing is now sent to you, which is the temptation. And now in that moment, now you can say if you straight or not. And that's why I can't stand when people get a devil a bad name, because the devil comes to help you work out your salvation. Because if you don't know what you're weak at, or you don't know what you can fall at, then how can you say that you straight? You only straight when the enemy comes to you and now, come here. You know you want that right there.
Yeah.
Let me holler at you. Put you in your ear. Yeah. All things are working together for the good of those who love the Lord, that are called according to his purpose. So God give us power within us to do what? To now act, right? To act. How should we act? Well, we should act with courage and boldness. But when do we use that courage and boldness? In times of weakness, in times of temptation, in times when it comes to make that decision, because it's a fine line, and you only got so much time. So you can make a decision that's going to cost you a lifetime, or you can make a decision that's going to keep you free. And I always tell young gentlemen that if you're not strong, admit that, but then go get around some people that's strong until you get strong.
Come on.
Because we don't have time to act like we got it all together. We know it all. Sometimes you got to say, you know what? I'm tired. I don't got the answer and I don't know. And I know if I'm approached with this, I'm going to fall to the temptation. It ain't nothing wrong with admitting that, because in every bodybuilder's life or any athlete's life, you have to put in the work and you have to train. Pro NBA basketball players and NFL players right now to this day, they don't stop training because they made it. It's just like with the addiction, right? So once you beat the addiction, you still got to stay sober.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to continue to train daily. When you think you strong, you better keep training and training and training and training. And that's why every day I always tell Candace, I return to the plow.
Yeah.
Because I want to keep my hands on the work. Because if I start neglecting the work, guess what I just made room for? I made room for the enemy to come in. And that temptation is right there. And we only have a split second to make the decision that's going to either free us or bind us. So it's good that you are where you at right now. You in a space right now, and that space is helping you deal with whatever it is that you need to deal with at this moment. So I appreciate you, brother, for even having the courage and the boldness to even give us that info. Because you helping us, whether you know it or not, you helping us through your testimony. Because you could have been out there in the streets, you could have still been in jail, you could have been anywhere you wanted to be, but right now you right here. Come on, man. Come on, man. You right here. Right here. You definitely, right here, boy. Definitely. You ain't died. Yeah. You married, bro. Got your mom with you right there. You still here, my boy. I can't really say it the way I really want to say it because we're on the podcast, but I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. But I appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
That's real. That's real. Go ahead, Coach.
Now you have to find different ways to control those moments of decisions. You know what I'm saying? That takes us down those paths. Because all of us got them. It can be women. It could be this. It could be that. Whatever may be the case. I used to tell people like my thing about addiction, because sometimes like my daddy went through an addiction, you know, when I was coming up, right? And I said to myself, like, if I'm born from my daddy, like, is it a good chance that I may be addicted to something because he got addicted? I never seen him addicted to nothing, and now he is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some things follow the pattern. So I was like, I got to find a way to not be addicted. So I used to do this 30-day thing. Like, let's say let's say, let me use Pepsi, if I drunk Pepsis all the time. And then I say to myself, you know what? No Pepsi for 30 days. I got to make sure that I'm in control and this ain't controlling me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And if it could be in a relationship, you know what? You can't get me to argue 30 days. If I can do it for 30 days, I'm going to continue to practice that later on, and it's going to keep going. 30 days is just a benchmark to make sure that, boom, I can do it. If I fail within the 30 days, then I feel like whatever it is, got a hold on me, and I got to figure that out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then those little small things can help people control those things. Like you wake up that day, let's say if you run let's say we're gonna use drugs for example, you live right there in the drug area, and you got to face it every day. You got to get up in the morning and say, look in the mirror and say, look here, not today, not the hour, not nothing is gonna stop me getting out this track. I'm open up the door, with my head up high, welcome to my king, and I'm gonna go out there, go to battle.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
I ain't gonna lose.
That's right.
I'm saying if I'm a winner, I'm not going to lose. It can be red in my hand, and you know what? I'd rather throw it in the garbage. Can't do it. But these things are hard to do. We can say it. Because what we'll do, we'll sit there and be like, sure, nobody know.
Yeah, nobody know.
That's what we do. That's what we do. And when nobody don't know, we hit it, or we drank it, or we go out with somebody, whatever, it's fine when nobody catches us. We got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
But internally, we know we lost that battle.
We lost that battle.
Right.
And if we're dealing critical with ourselves and we're being real with ourselves, and they say, I'm a real dude, well, now I was fake. Now I couldn't stand up in the... When you start holding yourself accountable like that, then you start checking yourself like, you know what, I'm realer than I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? And those are the little things that you play mind games with yourself, positive mind games with yourself to make yourself better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So anything you want to add, Jay, before we close it out?
Nah, man, you know, I'm just appreciative. You feel what I'm saying? I just learned, you know, that God do his best work when you squeeze something. You feel what I'm saying? I was talking to my wife about that earlier, man, about being pressed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, grapes don't become wine until they get pressed. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you brothers for pressing me. You know what I'm saying? Out of love. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't bashing or let's expose Jay. It ain't none of that. No, it's hey man, tell your story, man, because somebody else may want to hear it. And it might be a little pressing. It might do a little stretching, but guess what? You stretch before you work out. And as my brother said, you know, we just working these things out, man.
That's right.
I thank y'all for walking with me. Even though we distant right now, we might be at a distance. I don't know where all you brothers at, but guess what? We walking together, man. And I want to thank y'all for walking beside me because I can't do it alone.
So we're gonna hold Hey, we're gonna hold you accountable now. So
that's what I was gonna tell him. Larry didn't get your number. Coach already got your number. So like,
Coach already got it.
Like we run we run an accountability system.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We do checks and balances. They do it to me, I do it to them, and we gonna do it to you. Thank you for joining us, brother. Really, like, I really appreciate you coming on, sharing your story. You know what I'm saying? Even when Coach said, man, I just got chill bumps. I started, when I text you and then I called you, my chill bumps had already started because I know your story, right? Not all of it, but I know the parts that I have been exposed to, right? I got a chance to meet J1 and Jeremy on two different occasions, but I know both of these guys, right? And I know that they bump heads a lot. So I know your battle. I know your battle, right? Yeah. And I'm glad to see through this conversation because I was looking for any kind of falters because I was gonna stop it and check you right then, right? But I was glad to see that the sincerity in what you were saying and me understanding and knowing and enjoying the conversation that we all had, this whole interaction, that you just walked into a different type of brotherhood where people, we're not going to shelter you, right? We're not going to condone you, but we are going to hold you accountable, right? We do expect for you to do what you say. And if you are struggling, if you are going through something, you need to reach out because we may not have the answer, but I'm sure we can compile our information and our resources to get an answer for whatever the case may be at that moment. So before you redact or relapse or whatever, reach out. I'm proud of what you're doing. The recovery thing every Tuesday, you continue to do that because like Larry say, each and every day you got to put your hand to the plow. Mental health is serious and you have to condition yourself to be an overcomer. And I'm going to say that. Glad you joined us on the podcast. Fellas, we had a great one, a banger. Jeremy, thank you so much for joining. Until next time, we here, man. Love y'all.